Here we are then, the final race of season number 7 in F1 My Team. Yas Marina, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. This is it. A championship will be won today. Who's it going to be? Will it be myself or will it be Max Verstappen? That is the question. If you haven't seen qualifying yesterday, go check it out. Link up in the top right. Very important episode to see what happened before we jump into spoilers. But yeah, this race is huge. So spoiler warning, I'm going to talk about qualifying now. So if you haven't had a chance, click away now. But yeah, we're starting this race from a less than ideal position. P10, which I believe we have been pushed up to P8, following on from grid penalties to other cars around us. If you're going to enjoy this race, guys, leave a like and subscribe. And let's see if we can have a fun little finale. Lando Norris is on pole. You might notice Verstappen is nowhere to be seen. That's because Max has a grid penalty. He's starting down in P10. There is the championship standings. The gap is 15 points. It's going to be tough, but we have a chance. And Max, with the grid penalty, is starting directly behind us in P10. We're starting from P8. So let's get into the grid rundown and let's get into this race.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position. A very happy Carlos Sainz will start second. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Stroll, Ricciardo, Charles Leclerc and Russell, Bottas, Martinez, Ocon and Max Verstappen, Tsunoda, Latifi, Antonio Giovinazzi and Lundgaard, Schwartzman, Gasly, Daniel Ticktum and Callum Islet, Matsushita, Joe. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Mazepin and Mick Schumacher. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Now, as you've seen in the grid rundown, Max Verstappen has a grid penalty, 10 place penalty for a component change on the engine, and he's starting from 10th place instead of P1, which means he's directly behind us because we are starting in P8 as we've been moved up 2 places due to other penalties as well. So Max is in our mirrors and he's going to be behind us. Hopefully we can keep him behind, and this might be the opportunity we need to try and win the championship. So let's see what happens. It's a big gap. We're going to have to try and turn it around. If we win this race and get our fastest lap, Verstappen, if he finishes P5, that will not be enough for him to win the championship. So that's kind of the plan, really. 5th or lower for Max, and we need to win and get our fastest lap. We're starting on softs, which is going to help. You know, it's not ideal in terms of the perfect strategy, but it will help us in the first lap in terms of being aggressive and getting a few moves done. Fuel-wise, we're going to gamble. We need to, give it everything. So we're going to drop the fuel to the lowest possible and see what happens. Elsewhere, I'm pretty happy with the setup. What I will do, though, is just drop the tyre pressures by 1 to be safe for the race. So, yeah, we're ready to go. Leave a like if you're excited. We know what we have to do. Let's see if we can deliver the title here in Abu Dhabi. Okay, here we go. First lap is going to be key. Let's see what happens. 5 lights. And we're underway. Good start. Very good start. Happy with that. Up the inside into turn 1 on Esteban Ocon. Looks like we might have a look at Bottas here as well. Russell going a bit slowly. We're going to have a look at him. Instead, Ocon goes back around the outside. Got Tsunoda and Verstappen. We're going to send it on Ocon here. We need to get the elbows out. Through the chicane we go. Now we're going to go to the outside of the hairpin to try and have a look at Russell. Really good start. Still P8, Verstappen P10, so we haven't actually lost anything. Seems like we're way down on the straights. My God, we're actually quite slow, which isn't ideal. On the brakes for the first time, easy does it. We get looked at there by Ocon. I had to have a little look, and that's put me offline. Verstappen is getting through there, which is not ideal. Seems like we're not going to get Russell here, which is a bit of a shame. I wanted to have a look into this brake zone, but Ocon just putting his nose in there forced me to look back for a second, and I had a terrible exit. Let's see if we can get George as soon as possible, though. Verstappen has got ahead of Ocon, so Max up into P9. Oh, Verstappen's pit. Oh my god, Verstappen might have damage. Verstappen, damage. Okay, this is it. This blows the race wide open. He got past Ocon, but he's gone to the pit lane, so issues for Max already on the opening lap of the race. He's in the pit lane with one of the Haas cars, so here we go then. This is game on. We still have to, you know, get at least, if Verstappen doesn't score a point, we have to finish P3 this race, minimum. So, and I think we have to get a fastest lap as well. So P3 fastest lap is still going to be a massive, massive task. So, yeah, our work isn't done yet. We've got to keep pushing. Let's see if we can close in on George here. I do seem to be lacking some pace, man. I don't really have the edge on George. Ocon's actually closing back in at this point. I'm not really showing the kind of pace I need to make moves at the minute, at least not on this tyre. I may consider going up on the front wing. Even though we're down on straight line speed, it might help us through the corners and give us a bit of an edge elsewhere. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, DRS enabled, but I'm not really making any progress. We're all stuck in a train. Lando at the front.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Don't really care about that. Here we go. First time I've managed to get close to George Russell. Let's see if we can have a little look here. Come on. Come on, come on. Yes. That was a big lunge on the brakes. I had to commit and not lock up. Job done though, we've got it done. And we're up to P7. That's the way it's going to be.
Okay, copy that.
I'll stick with the original plan for now. But yeah, that's how it's going to be. We need to try and nail the first sector and then be close enough to gain on the braking into the back straight chicane and then hopefully get him in that second straight into the brake zone. That's going to be the overtaking spot this race. I've just about managed to hold on to Bottas's DRS, the AI, slowly picking up the pace. Verstappen just set a new fastest lap of 33.4, so that's the kind of pace he's running at. We're just at a 33.8, so 4 tenths quicker than us. So not a lot more, but he is in clean air. For now though, we're going to keep doing our thing. I'm starting to gradually get confident. The tyre pressures are perfect. We're not overheating, so we could actually run another set of softs if we wanted to, but I'll assess that later on nearer to the time. Nicely done through there. Nice, nice. Good exit. Let's see, we've got a bit of too wide action up ahead as well, which is allowing Norris to break away. Here we go though on Bottas. Going to go to the outside. You have loads of space on the inside, but we get it done. And we're through up into P6. Come on. We're starting to gradually find a bit of momentum. Having to really work hard though. Leclerc next up. Might be able to have a look at Leclerc here as well this lap. This is the lap we're meant to pit for mediums. I feel okay though, tyre wear. I'll see who pits. It might be a late call, just to be safe. More too wide action up ahead though. Between, it looks like, the Ferrari of Sainz and Lance Stroll. Didn't quite nail it through there that time. First time I struggled with tyre wear. Ricciardo's going to get involved though. And it's going to be 3 abreast into the brake zone. This could get spicy. Ricciardo's jumped them both. Fair play. This could get interesting for us though. This is going to be time loss versus Verstappen, as we could have got the inside there, but again it's a massive risk. This is massive though on time loss. Let's see who pits, who doesn't. If I can smell an undercut, then I'm taking it because there's a P2 up for grabs here. Let's see who pits. Easy does it through here. Keep it nice and tidy. Sainz, Ricciardo. Okay, yeah, we're staying out. We'll stay out. We can get past Leclerc instead. Let's go for it. Norris also stays out. We'll basically just try and clear Leclerc and then pit this lap. Nicely done through there. I always get a bit nervous through that corner because the back end always gets loose. I feel like I've got, you know, enough tyres to push a little bit. Let's see if we can get Charles here. It's not going to happen on this straight. I can't seem to get close enough. That curb's completely upset the car balance there. That's a weird one. I've never had that before. Anyway.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
Closing in. Easy does it. Don't overcommit. Now we can get him. Here we go. This is for position. So important overtake this one if we can pull it off. Yellow flag at the hairpin. McLaren off. On the mini-map I can see it. Green flag now though, so he's got going again. That's Lance Stroll, so we'll gain a place from that as well. So let's pit this lap. Lando pits, getting that a bit wrong through there as we run it in a bit hot. Anyway, we've passed Leclerc, that's all that matters. That was the key overtake to make. And Stroll was spun, so we could gain quite a bit here. Gasly pits, so we're going to ruin his stop.
Pierre is in the pits.
It is what it is. He's not fighting for anything, so this is more important right now. Here we go. Medium tyres.
Complete, go now.
2 seconds on the nose, that is a great stop.
Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy.
Let's see. A lot of medium traffic here as we get back underway. It's going to be close with Valtteri Bottas. Back end getting a bit loose. Here comes Valtteri. Going to just close the door on him through there. I'm not going to let him go. Ricciardo Sainz ahead. Let's try and get on the back of these two, as those are for position, so important places to gain back. For now though, we're going to have company. Bottas will be having a look here, as we are lacking quite a bit of straight line speed. Going to keep our battery on. Here comes Valtteri. He commits on the brakes, up the inside. Nice exit though, that'll do. That will do fine. We can hopefully stay ahead now. Let's try and nail the final sector and try and pull away. A few more cars in the pits. Let's see as we go purple in sector 3, where we end up. Can't leave in the pit exit right now. I think that's George Russell maybe, not quite sure. But we're ahead. So I think we're net P4 now, behind Norris, Sainz and Ricciardo. So what we've got to try and do now is try and catch up to the two ahead of us, which won't be easy. Sainz is dragging Daniel along. I should have the gap this lap to stay ahead of Bottas. I'm not too worried this time. Fastest lap for a brief moment, and it gets taken away. More cars in the pits. I can't shake Bottas off though, which is annoying. Sainz and Ricciardo have swapped places. They're battling away at the minute. Hopefully I can try and get back within the DRS. That would be perfect. Well, Matsushita has done us a massive favour here. He's been holding up Sainz in his final sector. Ricciardo's managed to pass him and break away. As we have a moment. Let's see if we can try and get after Carlos here. Ricciardo fastest lap, 33.2, setting the pace. Showing he's got a bit of pace of his own. Not ideal having Ricciardo up there. That's not going to help. He's doing a good job for Red Bull at the minute. Let's try and stay within Carlos's DRS through here. I'm starting to wonder if maybe I should have one-stopped this race. Didn't really consider it as an option. It didn't even cross my mind, to be fair. I usually two-stop it around here, but looking at the pace, I'm starting to wonder if I maybe could have done a one. Probably not, but you know, it gets you thinking. We need to try and get Sainz and Ricciardo realistically here for us to win the championship. Verstappen's in the pit lane right now, so he's struggling to make progress, but he's not out of the race just yet. Lando's got a decent gap. This is going to be our chance to pass Carlos though. Here we go. Let's see if we can get it. A bit of a lock up into there, but that's okay. This might be also a shot at a fastest lap for now, even though it's a bit too early for all that yet. Here we go. Let's try and get this thing shot and gain on Ricciardo while we're at it. There we go. Past Sainz. Let's push on down this final sector and try and set a personal best. There we go. Personal best.
We're 2 laps under fuel target. We need to start aggressively conserving our fuel reserve. Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
I'll deal with that later, Jeff. Fastest lap though, 33.0. It won't last. That'll get taken away by Verstappen.
Understood. Copy that.
Yeah, whatever team. We'll take that for now. I think Sainz might even get back past us here. I don't think I have the RR pace to catch Ricciardo. I have a dependency from DRS to try and get overtakes done. Let's see, Sainz is going to be close here. Does the Ferrari have the edge on the straight though? That's the question. Here he comes. Not quite, so we'll stay ahead for this lap. I'm currently debating if I one-stop this and go to the end of these tyres. 18% right rear. Been on these tyres for about 9 laps.
Okay, at the current pace, we won't have enough fuel for the end of the race. Consider adopting a more conservative strategy to preserve what you have left.
Fuel's not an issue, by the way. Don't worry about what Jeff says. I've checked it. We're okay. Just started getting a Ricciardo that last lap, but yeah, I'm considering the one stop at the minute. Managed to gain a bit of time at Norris as well. We're starting to show a bit of pace in this closing stage of the stint. Let's see how this all works out. Ricciardo pits. I could just tell that AI picked up their pace on the end lap, turning up the engine. I'm going to stay out. We might get undercut, but I feel like I might gamble here for the championship. I'm going to gamble. I'm going to go to the end on these tyres. My pace isn't great, but I can make it in terms of tyre wear, so let's give it a shot. This is to win the race.
In this lap, push now.
Legit and all or nothing. Throw the dice for a race win.
Pierre is in for his stop.
Only good thing about staying out this long is that if there is a VSC or a safety car, we'll get a free pit stop. Anyway, let's look at the gap to Lando when he eventually rejoins, and we'll see what we have to work with. Looks like he's got a bit of traffic for now. He still hasn't even rejoined officially yet. Okay, so 14 seconds. 9 laps to go. This is possible, but I can't drop the ball on the pace. It has to be consistent. I've got to try and keep it up. I don't think Verstappen's going to be a factor in this race. I think he's leaving the pit exit right now at turn 1. So Red Bull haven't even tried anything different on strategy. So Verstappen won't even score points in this race, I don't think, unless it's a late safety car. So on paper, P2 would be good enough, but still I'm taking no chances. The good thing about this strategy and going long is that we don't have to get the fastest lap. The race win should do the trick. Lando is closing in. His pace is very strong. I'm kind of hoping I can find a second win with, the fuel burning off. And also Lando's pace starts to drop a little bit with tyre wear, because right now 6 laps to go and the gap is 6.4 seconds. This is going to be very, very close. And Ricciardo is, to be fair, stepping up right now. He's gaining on me quite a bit. Gap 11 seconds. Let's see how this works out. This is very tense now. 5 laps to go. Gap now 5 seconds to Lando. We managed to respond a little bit on that lap. Fuel is now on target, so we don't have to worry anymore. What we've got to look at now is the tyres. Just try and manage them and not overheat them.
Be aware we expect the grip levels to start falling away soon.
Yeah. Tyres are starting to go now, but the worst is yet to come. Okay, here we go. Lando is going to get 2 laps to try and win this race. He's now within my DRS. I'm struggling with my tyres. I don't really want to battle too hard. Ricciardo is gaining. 6.5 adrift for 2 laps to go is probably impossible for him to catch, but if we start battling a lot, that's what's it's going to really hurt us and cost us a lot of time. I'm pretty sure Max is not in the points, so P3 and the fastest lap would be enough. In this case, we need P2, so we cannot have Ricciardo overtake us. If Ricciardo overtakes us, I think we'd tie and then we'd lose it on countback due to race wins. So let's see how we tackle this.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Here comes Lando. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and get him back on the second straight. We've done it last season to good effect. It worked really well. Lando to the outside. Let's see if I have the tyres left to try and go for this. Oh god, that was a bit rough. I think I'm still close enough though to try and fight back and take back P1. And then we'll try and do the exact same thing next lap. On the brakes to the outside. And we're through, back into P1. I can win this. I'm confident I can hold on to this. Oh, I've had a bit of a wobble through there. Lando very close, but he won't commit to a move. Let's take it nice and easy. Try and set up the hairpin. Nice exit through there. Come on. I want to win this race. Here goes Lando. We're going to force him to the inside. I'll try and keep him there as long as I can. It's not going to work much though. The McLaren or the Mercedes has a lot of straight line speed. Let's see if I can get a better exit this time. There we go. Bit of wall spin kicking in. Lando picking it up now. He's in full power mode. So let's see. We'll try and fight back. Up the inside. Leaving space. But we'll just edge ahead and squeeze him out. And there we go. 1 sector to go. It's all come up beautifully for us today. It's all gone our way. The grid penalty was the start of something special for Verstappen. That really helped us out. That's going to give us an opportunity and we've taken it. Verstappen got damage and we've taken full advantage, gambling on a one-stop strategy, making the moves when we had to, and we're going to make our way through the final corner. We're going to win the championship in Season 7.
Hey Jeff, thanks for your work this weekend. Well done, mate. Team effort. Thanks to all the boys.
Fantastic drive, and it means you're driver's world champion. What a result. Enjoy it.
And so the celebrations begin, and well earned they are indeed. It may have looked simple at times, but as any racing driver will tell you, competing at this level, at the very top, is anything but simple. There's no catching them now then. We have a new World Drivers' Champion. Victory today then, but bittersweet emotions I'm sure, as the championship slips through their fingers. Even so, what a fantastic final race of the season this was. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
Well, Crofty, this was won through an abundance of speed and an abundance of skillful overtakes. Inside, outside, cutting underneath, we saw it all today. And it's really nice to see a Grand Prix won in that manner. A race, surely, that will satisfy the purists today, I think.
A show-stopping performance from the three drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure.
I'm very happy to announce we've done it. We've won the championship. It's official. It's completely turned on its head in the very last race of the season, and we pick up the race win and the world title. Verstappen down in P14 on a 3-stop strategy. He did get the fastest lap, but it wasn't enough, and he finished about 10 seconds off the points, to be fair. So Max's pace wasn't extreme, you know. I think the field was really close in terms of pace around here anyway. But yeah, oh, I'm really happy, man. We've missed out the last 2 or 3 seasons now on the championship. Very close, but finally we get one back on Max and we win our 2nd championship of this career mode. Can we make it a 3-peat, you know, a 3rd one in season number 8? Who knows, but there is your final running order. We pick up the win ahead of Lando and Ricciardo, who ran off the podium. Bottas P4, Russell P5 ahead of Leclerc, Tsunoda, Ocon, Gasly P9 and Latifi round out the points. Missing out on the top 10, Antonio Giovinazzi, Lance Stroll, Zhou Guanyu, Max Verstappen down in P14 with the fastest lap. Dan Ticktum, Carlos Sainz, who I believe got damage at the end, who was on for a podium in his final F1 race, finishes in 16th. Ilott, Matsushita, Lundgaard, Schumacher, Mazepin and Schwartzman with all 22 cars finishing. No retirements, no cars lapped, which again kind of shows how close the grid was. And yeah, let's confirm the title standings for the final time this season. We win it by 10 points over Verstappen right at the death, on the buzzer, 4th quarter, very last second, last shot of the match. We love to see it. Constructors, 2nd place, 115 off Red Bull, but comfortably ahead of Mercedes in the end. So there is your lot. Bittersweet. I wanted the Constructors. I've been wanting that for a few seasons, and we'll try again next year. I've got a plan in mind for that one. I've got something up my sleeve. For the drivers though, we get back our crown for the first time in a few years, and I'm very happy about that. So yeah, cheers guys for watching. I much appreciate the support. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed that one. A classic, very much so in my opinion. And next season we go back to the old format, so hopefully looking forward to that one. As always guys, a massive plug to the channel members for supporting the content. I much appreciate you. As always, check out the 2 videos on your screen, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care, and it's goodbye from me.